Hey everybody, it's Heidi from Tarot Times with Heidi. And when I first showed you my chazi or my Chadao altar, it was very simple. It was my beginning days of Chadao, and I have gotten more things. So the first thing I did get was I got four meditation cushions, just because whenever you're doing Chadao for like a group of people, say I was doing it, I had two meditation cushions before. So it worked really well for me and Jason, but if we had a friend over, then it was awkward. So I was just like, I'm just gonna get four meditation cushions and now people can sit. And now, of course, like I've done it for more than four people, more than three people, so I want to get more meditation cushions. But that is the deal. And I'm gonna show you my chassis now and how it's evolved. Just to kind of give you ideas for how you can evolve your chassis and what's going on. And in case you're wondering what this outfit is, this is my gym and yoga outfit. So I will be doing yoga later on tonight, and this is so comfy. So I just get changed into it first thing in the morning because I don't really like getting changed in and out. Like if I'm taking a nap in the middle of the day, I don't like napping with clothes on, so I will be nude and then put my clothes on after, but that's an exception. I just don't like napping with my clothes on. That's my only exception. I don't really like changing otherwise. I'm not like a outfit changer. So I just put it on and go to yoga at 7 p.m. and you all can enjoy the look. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put the screen down. So the first thing you'll notice is that I'm using a different tea kettle. This is Kosori. So this is the label, Corsori. And this has what's called a gooseneck, so it's really good for pouring it into your tea. And it also has an option of boiling it to different temperatures. So it's especially for tea, so there's a green tea, oolong, coffee, and black tea setting. And because we're using pure tea, that's a black tea, I boil it on black tea. And then I press the button for hold temperature, which just holds the temperature for like an hour. So you can, uh, yeah, you can just, hold the tea for a long time. So the first thing that I did is that you'll notice I don't have my blue tea towel anymore. I just have this, but I fold it in half because it was just too bulky. I still love this woven fabric, so I kept this. And you'll notice that I have one on each side, and I think I had this before, but on one side I always have a little curio thing, so that's a lapis lazuli egg crystal, and this is a cool snake mug that I got from Godmother, Gaud Mother on Instagram. She does a lot of cool textile stuff. And then on this one, this is what I've updated, is that I have this little incense holder, which is an elephant with a hole in it. And then I got these little tiny incense sticks. So I light my incense. So I'm just narrating what I do. Obviously in Shadow it's silent, so I don't talk. But what I do in Shadow is I will light it and let it have a little light, and then I'll put it in front of the person that I'm doing it with, and they will blow it out. And this basically lasts for 3 rounds of tea. And so I'm just gonna start with just taking this. So I will always say before the tea, I'll say that in the shadow facilitation video I'll do after, but this is the tea, and you've noticed that now I put it in a tea tray instead of on that little uh, dish like this, because it's easier for me to break it up into little pieces and then I can just put it through there. So that is something I do different. And then I just eyeball how much I have to put in. So it's about that much. Really, I could get away with putting all of this in, but because I wanted a lighter brew and I'm not doing like I wanted, yeah, sometimes I want to try a lighter brew. And then I'll just pour this over. Oops, I'm just going all over the place. Also, I should have done these first. So, my apologies. The tea person is not perfect. Um, that's me. So, we're just gonna put it in that bowl, put it in that bowl, and you'll see how, but I only need one because I'm doing it for myself. So, I just out of habit. And then this, I'm just gonna put it in the bowl. And that is my new chazi. So this is my new chazi. So, the tea, the meditation cushions, the incense holder. The incense holder was the big deal changer for me, and the meditation cushions, and switching out something cool. So that is, yeah, basically the cool things in my chassis, the evolution of my chassis. I don't know if it's gonna evolve any further. I think I'll probably get more chassis bowls so I can serve more people because right now I have four bowls and there's two that are the same and there's two sets that are identical. So like two rice bowls and they're both rice bowls, but two of them look like this and two of them look different. So I want to get a set, like a set of six so I can, serve more people in a set. And that is that. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Also, what I realized about Gong Fu Cha is that some people I thought that Cha Dao used this kind of bowl and Gong Fu Cha used those little teacups, but really Gong Fu Cha can use these bowls as well. I was having my tea served by my friend that taught me, and she used those kind of bowl, like a fancier bowl, the ceramic bowl. But that's what she used for Gong Fu Cha. So in case you're wondering, can I use the bowls for Chado for Gongfu Cha? You absolutely can. Um, yeah, you absolutely can. They don't have to be. And you can use small bowls, if you're using the small Gongfu Cha uh things, you can use that in Chado as well. Like so you don't have to. It's more about the process, like that there's a time of meditation and then a time of talking. So if you wanted to use your little Gongfu Cha, if you like, yeah, you don't have to get two sets of tea things, basically. I just happened to have these rice bowls, which I thought worked really well for cha dao, and then the gong fu cha. I just automatically gravitated to the small cups, but you can use whatever you want. You can even use a mixture of big bowls and small cups if you're, I mean, usually you would use the same size for everyone. So that's something that you can do as well. These little incense sticks and that elephant I got from Wander, Wander. I think they sell things online now. They used to work on the drive. That's where I got the meditation cushions, the elephant, and the incense sticks. They were going out of business, so I got them all for 50% off. But you can get things online. I actually got this outfit from them too, but you can go online, I'm sure, and order it as well. Or you could probably go on Amazon, although I always like you to support small business. So Wander, but if you can't find Wander on the internet, you can probably get this on Amazon or from like a meditation store because they also have like these small meditation sticks are good for they last 15 minutes long. So that's why it lasts really, really nicely for the first couple rounds. And then it goes out. Their meditation incenses. You would meditate on the incense for the amount of time the incense was going, and then it's a nice focal point. That's where these sticks come from. So yeah, that's a little bit about Cha Dao and a little bit about the evolution of my chassis. And like things like my long-term plan would be eventually getting like ceramic bowls. So I'm going to be doing a residency in Lund, a ceramic residency in Lund to make an art project for something called the Vessels of Sadness that I've been working on since 2012, 2010. It's an ongoing project. And so I have to make more because the other ones we threw into Crab Park Beach in a ritual. Uh, yeah. So I'll tell you about it if you're interested. You can ask me in the tutoring Q&A if you're interested. I'll tell you everything. And then I also have doodads that I'm making. Those are in the background of the cave. Those ceramic pieces are called doodads. I'm making more of those. And because it's a ceramic residency, I am going to make more gomfucha tiny cups and little saucers. And I'm going to be making hopefully some cha dao bowls and some saucers. I mean, you don't need saucers for Chad Dow. No, you don't need saucers for Chad Dow at all. It's not even, but I will be making some bowls for Chad Dow, hopefully some larger strong bowls, and then that'd be really cool. So that's hopefully my Chad Dow chazi will and tea stuff will evolve again. Um, if you're watching this video after December 2025, you can, in the tutoring Q&A, you can ask me to see my new chazi bowls or my new Chadao bowls, and I'll show you them. But that's what I wanted to show you, the evolution of my chazi. You'll find that you go through different uh, ages and stages with your chassis. Like right now I'm really feeling this incense, but there might be a time where I'm like, no, I really want some dried flowers there. Or I've been really into collecting stones, so I'm gonna put the stones that I'm collecting. They will reflect what you're going through. And so like don't be worried if your chassis changes to match your energy. It's just matching your energy, and just like relationships change, your ceremonial practice will change as well over time. So that is a little bit about my Chazi altar evolution, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an awesome day. If you want to know anything about what I've said, or you want to share your own Chazi or talk about your own evolution, you can email me tarottimeswithheidi@gmail.com. Tell me the course, tea ceremony, and tell me the video evolution of the Chazi. And then, yeah, I mean, it will evolve over and over and over again. It's interesting to talk about your evolution of your chassis and talk about like what does that mean in terms of your energy. So if you want to talk about that, I am open to that as well. Um, because as you shift, so will your chassis. It's a reflection of your heart. It's one of the big things about tea ceremony is a reflection of your heart, you know? So yeah, especially yeah, inviting other people to do tea ceremony with you, you're inviting them into a sacred space where you're like, it is your heart, you know, you're praying with I mean, the next step would be like, I'd be praying with my tea. I, I mean, I did that before, but yeah, praying with the tea, praying with everything, praying with your chazi, praying as you're setting up a space, and as your presence and meditation practice expands, and the power and the potency of your tea ceremony will too. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, take care. Bye.